Hello friends, I am Dr. SP Mahto. Again I am going to take a class of BA Part 2 Sem 4 English Honours paper C9. I'm going to take The Lamb by William Blake, who was born on 20th November 1757. He died in 1827. We see that The Lamb, which is written by William Blake, is divided into two stanzas. Each stanza has 10 lines. So the poem is taken from Songs of Innocence, which was published in 1783. These songs have a pastoral setting. According to Blake, young children live in a golden world. He uses his convention. He uses his convention to give us an insight into childhood. The poet represents a laughing child as his inspiration for these songs. The poet looks at the world through the eyes of a child. The world is one of purity, joy, and security. The children are pure and we see that the poet looks at the world through these children who are pure, and the lambs with whom the children are compared are also pure. Lamb and child both serve as symbols of Christ. The lamb is a symbol of innocence, as we all know. Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? Gave thee life and bid thee feed by the stream and over the mead, gave thee clothing of delight, softest clothing, woolly bright, gave thee such a tender voice, making all the vales rejoice. Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? So here the poet is questioning, or a child is questioning the lamb, who made you? Do you know who has created you? Do you know who has made you, little lamb? Who is your creator? Do you know who has given you life and taught you to feed by the riverside and in the meadows, that is, grassy land? Who has given you happy clothing, soft, woolly bright, the lamb's fur is being very soft and woolly, he describes it. Who has given you such a sweet voice that makes the whole valley rejoice with happiness? Little lamb, do you know who has made you? Who has created you? Now coming to the second stanza. Little lamb, I'll tell thee, little lamb, I'll tell thee, he is called by thy name, for he calls himself a lamb. He is meek, he is mild, he became a little child, I a child, and thou a lamb. We are called by his name. Little lamb, God bless thee. Little lamb, God bless thee. So here we see that the child doesn't wait for an answer and he again answers in his own way. He He tells, Little lamb, I shall tell you who is your maker, by whose name you are known. He calls himself a lamb. He is meek and mild and came on earth like a little child. I am a child and you are a lamb, and we are both called by his name, that is God's name. Here, the harmlessness and the purity of the child are nothing but the manifestations of God's innocence. The Lamb is a romantic poem. It is taken from the collection Songs of Innocence by Blake. In the poem, The Lamb, one finds that in the world of innocence, that is God, even the meanest creature like the lamb occupies a high and noble position as man because of its divinity. The poem is characterized by such lyrical qualities like simplicity, spontaneity. Its symbols are drawn from the Bible. The lamb symbolizes Jesus Christ, who is referred to as the Lamb of God that takes away the sin of the world. Moreover, the diction of the poem is excellent and nothing appears superficial. Thank you.